Hey everyone, thanks for jumping on. We're just gonna wait a few more minutes to get started, just so everyone has a chance to get logged into Zoom. Thanks again for joining us today. We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. Just let everybody get a chance to get logged in before we get started. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Chris Mitchell. I'm a strategic partnership manager at CubiCasa, and I'm really excited to present this webinar to you today. I'm going to start by sharing my screen, and Daniela is with me. So Daniela is one of our customer success managers here at CubiCasa, and she's going to be walking through the dashboard and everything after I present. But Daniela, if you can just give me a heads up and let me know when you're able to see my screen, that would be great.
Looks like we're good to go.
Perfect. So I am super excited to share more about our mission of getting a floor plan on every listing, and we partner with Valley MLS to provide you with a quick and easy way to do that. If you haven't had a chance to do so already, I highly recommend you go ahead and sign up with a CubiCasa account. You can do so by scanning the QR code on the screen, which will take you straight to our website where you can sign up and affiliate yourself with Valley MLS in order to get your discount. And you can also sign up through the Valley MLS dashboard. There should be a link in your dashboard to CubiCasa. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Now, we are on a epic mission at CubiCasa, and that's to get a floor plan on every listing in the MLS. And we know that there's a huge floor plan demand gap in the US. We know that consumer demand for floor plans is massive, but only a small percentage of the listings today actually have a floor plan, and we're on a mission to close that gap. And the reason why is we know that consumers want floor plans. Floor plans are the single most desired add-on to a listing, according to buyers and sellers. And we know that based on an AR survey. Every year when NAR does the buyer and seller survey asking buyers and sellers to rank the most important MLS features, they always say number one is photos, number two is the property description, and number three is just a regular floor plan. You can see that floor plans actually even outrank virtual tours. As cool as virtual tours are, there's no other digital asset that gives you an at-a-glance perspective of the layout of the property. So it helps buyers quickly understand if it's a good fit for their family and their lifestyle. At a glance, a floor plan answers common questions like how big are the rooms? Will my furniture fit? Does this property have the right layout for me and my family? So it's a really great way to answer those questions. And in turn, it can really help your bottom line. So one of the primary benefits to having a floor plan and doing that is just part of your standard process of your listing presentation and putting listings into the MLS is that number one, it's just going to help you stand out and win more listings. It just sends a good positive message to the seller that you're an agent that truly cares about providing buyers with all the information they need to make a well-informed decision. So it just frames you up as a forward-thinking, tech-savvy agent or broker. So I highly recommend that when you do your walkthrough of the property initially, that you just do a CubiCasa scan. It only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do it. You'll get your floor plan back within 24 hours, and you can embed that in your listing presentation. And then when you present that to the seller, it just sets you apart and says that, like, I care about giving buyers and sellers what they need to make the most informed decision possible. And this can overall just help you win that listing. Additionally, by having the floor plan on the listing in the MLS once it goes live, is that it can help you generate more leads, and not only more leads and more traffic to the property, but more qualified buyers, people that are more interested, people that are talking about furniture placement, where their kid's bedroom is going to be located. And those are all things that the floor plan, all conversations that the floor plan can trigger. So that's a good thing to have. And from what I've heard from other agents is that when the buyer starts talking about furniture placement and things like that, then they know that they have a more qualified or serious buyer that's going to plan their move. So it's definitely something I recommend doing on every listing. And the great news is that you can do it in five to 10 minutes on average with your smartphone. Very easy process, so simple that I could teach my 7-year-old son how to do this. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes on the typical size home. There's no training software or tripods required. It works on both Apple and Android devices, and it's kind of foolproof. If you make a mistake, the app will let you know exactly what you did in real time. So you leave the property with confidence that you scanned correctly, and you get better and better at your scanning technique as you go. We hear from users all the time that they did their first scan in a cluttered property. They were kind of second guessing themselves as to whether they did a good job or not because it was their first go. And they were just blown away at how accurate the floor plan was when it came back in terms of the shape and measurements and whatnot. So don't be intimidated by this. This is the quickest and easiest app you'll probably ever use. And I think you'll be blown away with the results. A lot of people are skeptical about how it works, so I can kind of explain a little bit more. In a nutshell, just to use some fancy terms, we use AI and machine learning to generate a building information model, and then our production team makes final edits and does quality control to ensure the floor plans are accurate. So you don't have to deal with any of that complexity of that. All you have to do is walk through and record the inside of the space with a CubiCasa mobile app, and we do everything else. You can see here, if you get too close to the wall, it will tell you you're too close. So that way you get a good feel for how close you need to be to the wall. And then it's very simple. You just walk around the interior of the property, capture the inside of the space. You can even walk outside and capture exterior spaces like decks, patios, detached buildings, and so forth. Very simple process. And then you even in a cluttered property that's messy and stuff, don't worry about it. Just scan around furniture. Obviously, it'd be better if the property's clean. So I'll try to set the expectation with your seller that just try to clean up before I come by. But if it is cluttered, I still recommend just going ahead and doing the CubiCasa scan. We're getting better and better at producing really high quality scans, even when the property is kind of cluttered and messy and lived in and whatnot. So after you do your scan, you just upload it through the mobile app, and we create the floor plan and send that back to you within 24 hours. It's that simple. Let me just back out here. So CubiCasa works great on simple properties like my house, but it also works equally well on really complex properties. I have a 3,000 square foot house, but it's just a simple box rectangular design. Nothing complex about it. There are no weird angles or curves or anything like that. But this house you see in front of you, I wouldn't even know where to begin to try to measure and sketch that. Even my house, just being simple box rectangle design, it took me about half a day to do that with measuring and sketching using a laser measure and a piece of paper. And I still had a really ugly looking sketch. I didn't have a clean professional sketch like this. But with CubiCasa, even when you got curved walls and angles and things like that, it doesn't take any extra time. The time it takes is based on how big the house is. So on a house like this would be a huge time saver, save you a lot of frustration and second guessing yourself in terms of whether it's right or not. So we have a great free floor plan option. It's perfect for just getting that into your listing presentation to kind of win over the seller. I highly recommend you consider upgrading some of our premium add-ons, like I'll mention in just a minute, to really enhance the listing once it goes into the MLS. But it's a quick and easy way for you to get it in your listing presentation for free. So you walk through and do your 5 to 10 minute CubiCasa scan, and what you get is a basic layout with the interior walls, the room labels, and the dimensions. It does not have any kind of fixed furniture objects like kitchen cabinets or anything like that, but you get it back within 24 hours and you can put that right into your listing presentation. From there, once you went over the listing and you decide to go and put that into the MLS, I highly recommend pinging our customer support team to upgrade that to a fixed furniture floor plan if you didn't purchase the fixed furniture right away, because it's going to give you extra detail like kitchen cabinets, bathtubs, sinks, toilets, islands, like kitchen islands and so forth. And you don't have to do anything different. Again, you don't even have to go back out and rescan. You can go back and upgrade a free order to a fixed furniture order very quickly and easily. So we've provided a 25% discount to Valley MLS members due to our partnership with Valley MLS. Our fixed furniture add-on is definitely our most popular add-on, just due to the fact that kitchen cabinets, islands, toilets, bathtubs, sinks, and things like that are very important. I know buyers care about those things. But our second most popular add-on would be our GLA floor plan. So this is our appraisal grade floor plan with dimensions based on the exterior of the home. It factors in the wall thickness, so you get a total heated finished square footage calculation that aligns with ANSI measuring standards. So this is like an appraisal grade square footage. Now, I know that if you're reporting square footage in the MLS, you're going to need to do the GLA floor plan. Do not use the square footage from the fixed furniture floor plan. It just has the square footage based on the inside of the home, and it does not factor in wall thickness. It does not deduct non-heated, non-finished spaces. So super, super important. If you're going to report square footage in Valley MLS, you're going to need to use the GLA floor plan. And again, the good news is that we've provided a 25% discount, so it's only $11.25 to get that GLA floor plan. And it even gives a breakdown of the calculations and how we came about those numbers. We also have a 6-hour delivery option. Our standard delivery is 24 hours guaranteed, but if you want it in 6 hours, you pay an express delivery charge, and we'll get that delivered in 6 hours. Lastly, if an order goes above 5,000 square feet, even on our free version of our floor plan, we do charge $11.25 for every additional 5,000 square feet of total scanned area, just due to the fact that it does takes us a lot of extra time and resources to produce those larger square footage properties. So a little bit more about the GLA sketch. If you're an appraiser or if you're an agent that just wants like more information about like the breakdown of calculations and whatnot, we do provide a PDF of the GLA as well. That includes the floor plan as well as a breakdown of the calculations. Most appraisers just import that into their favorite appraisal report tool such as Total by a la Mode, and it just saves the whole process having to manually measure and sketch the property. We also have some exciting new 3D products. Now, these 3D products can really take your listing to a whole nother level and help you stand out from the competition. So with all of our 3D floor plans, we do include fixed furniture. We also have colors and textures and loose furniture as well. What you see on the right is our full-blown 3D floor plan with colors, textures, and furniture. We match the furniture to what's in the house. It's not exact, but it's super, super close. You'll be blown away at how close it is. We also provide, we can virtually stage the property if there's no furniture in the space and you purchase our furniture add-on and would like for us to place furniture in there, just let us know in the notes section and we will place furniture in the space. Another great use case for this is cluttered properties that are messy and just would look bad with traditional photos and virtual tours. If you want to get it up on the MLS really quickly and you don't want to have to go like back and forth with the seller to get everything cleaned up and photo ready, you can scan the property, and because we produce a rendered output, we don't include any of that clutter. We produce a very clean, professional output that you can be proud of. We also have a 3D video rendering, so this includes all the furniture and materials as well. And we have a 3D marketing bundle that includes the 3D floor plan and the video render. And then we also have editable CAD files. So if you're maybe your potential buyers may do some renovations down the line or whatever, they might find the CAD files useful because you can do more extreme edits that you can do with our quick edit tool, such as moving walls and things like that. So these are the prices that you would get as a Valley MLS member. This is with your 25% discount applied. So we have our standard 3D floor plan. It's just black and white floor plan with just fixed furniture. So it doesn't have any loose furniture like couches, beds, tables, and things like that. And then we have our furniture add-on. So it does place the loose furniture in the space, again, matched to what's in the home, or we'll add furniture if it doesn't have furniture in space and you would like for us to add it, but you need to let us know that in the notes section. So it's just a field in the form when you submit the order through the mobile app. And then we also have colors and textures for $11.25 with your discount. That just really makes a more vibrant, visually appealing floor plan. And I love this because it gives both the layout and the look and feel and an at-a-glance perspective. Again, virtual tours are fantastic, but some people find them cumbersome. It doesn't really give you an at-a-glance perspective. You got to scroll through it to kind of piece the thing together in your mind and get the big picture. With the 3D floor plan, it gives you both the layout and the look and feel at a glance, and you can take it all in within a matter of seconds. Also, static images and videos tend to get more engagement on social media platforms. So if you're sharing a virtual tour on Facebook, for example, with a Matterport link, it takes you away from the feed. And I think we can all agree Facebook wants to keep you in the feed, keep you on their platform as much as possible. So they tend to reward creators that have native media that can be consumed without leaving the feed. So uploading a video or a static image can definitely help you get more engagement and views compared to a link that takes people away from the site. And then the video rendering would be $96.75 with your discount. Marketing bundles $111.75, and then the CAD files will be $37.50. So very simple process. All you do when you submit the order through the mobile app is just select which add-ons you want, and then we will add those to your order and make sure those get delivered. Just to set the right expectation with you up front, our 3D products do take up to 48 hours or more to deliver. If it's under 5,000 square feet of total scanned area, it's typically delivered within 48 hours roughly. And then if it's above that, it can take longer. We are working on trying to reduce those turnaround times, so it'd be a good idea to just, have the right expectation out of the gate. So CubiCasa is a very quick and easy way to get a floor plan on your own, but we highly recommend you consider working with a professional real estate photographer. They take high quality photos. They also do floor plans. Our preferred photographers include floor plans as a standard level of service on all their interior photo shoots. You can scan the QR code on the screen and it will give you a curated list of photographers in your area that include floor plans as a standard level of service. You can connect with them to inquire about floor plans and other photography services. And that's a quick and easy way for you to get kind of a done for you floor plan if you don't want to do it yourself, or if you want to take your real estate media to a whole nother level and do more than just cell phone photos and a CubiCasa floor plan. They provide a lot of other great photography services. Now, we don't endorse any of those services or guarantee quality on any of the stuff they do, but professional real estate photographers are known for being able to provide higher quality media than you would typically get from like a cell phone. So we also have 24/7 customer support. We can reach our customer support team through the live chat widget or our MLS help email. I usually get a response within a few minutes and they'll get you taken care of. So the next step is for you to sign up for a free account if you haven't done so already. do a quick 5 to 10 minute CubiCasa scan with our mobile app, and then you get your floor plan back within 24 hours. You're going to get an email when it's ready to download, and you can download it from your CubiCasa dashboard as a JPEG, a PNG, an SVG, or a PDF. And if you want to make any quick and simple changes like room label changes or more advanced changes you'd like our team to make, Danielle is going to walk you through the dashboard in a few minutes to show you how to do that quickly and easily. So again, you have two options. You can sign up in DIY, so get your own free floor plan with our mobile app. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Or if you want to focus on showing more listings and you're really in that stage of your business where you're looking to scale and really just take your professional real estate media to a whole nother level to stand out from the crowd, I highly recommend you scan the QR code on the right-hand side to connect with our network of preferred photographers to provide photography services as well as floor plans as a standard level of service. So that's it from my end. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic off to Daniela, and I'll be monitoring the Q&A. If you have any questions, you're welcome to drop that in the Q&A, and we'll get those questions answered.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Well, like he said, feel free to use the Q&A even while I am presenting. Chris will be available for questions, and then we will also leave some time at the end for any additional questions or things that you would like us to better explain or show you guys. So I'm not seeing any questions so far, so I am going to go ahead and get my screen shared here. And as Chris mentioned, I am with the customer support team here at CubiCasa, and I'm excited to be able to walk you through the process of navigating through your accounts. If you're new with us, I know it can feel a little bit daunting to have to learn a new platform, but we simply try to keep things as easy as we can from the app through your web accounts. So I hope you find that is the case. I will be covering the web version for you today. You also have an account through your app. They're both synced with the same information, but the web version will provide you with additional editing tools that I would like to cover more in depth. So as Chris mentioned earlier, when you create your CubiCasa accounts through your Valley MLS dashboard link, you will be redirected to this dashboard page that I have pulled up here on the screen. If you've never created any scans with us, your screen might look a little bit different. You will have a YouTube video that will highlight our best scanning practices. Highly recommend going through that first. It will give you all the information and the tips that you need to get you comfortable and to also make sure that your first scan is a really good scan with us. After that, your screen will look more like mine. So at the top, you will have all your photographers within your local area that provide a floor plan with their standard photography packages. At the top right corner, you'll be able to find your location and also adjust the radius of how far they are from you. And then if you're interested in any of their services, you can simply just click on their page or their icon, and then you'll be redirected to their webpage for ordering. Below, you'll have a quick snapshot view of your orders within your last 30 days, how many users are in your company, and as well as your current monthly bill, if you do decide to purchase any add-ons or have any large orders. But the most important feature of this page is at the bottom, which will include your most recent orders. This is the fastest and quickest way to always access orders that are currently processing and delivered. You can also see all your orders here on the left panel through the Orders tab. You can filter them according to view and find the orders that you need there. But like I mentioned, the dashboard is just the fastest way. If you want to click a particular order, all you have to do is just select the order address and you will be taken to the order page. Now, I do want to cover some things that you will see on every order page so that you're familiar with what the setup is like. So at the top, you will have your order information, which will include things like your order ID number, useful if you need to contact our customer support team, any add-ons that were included, when it was created, and the total scanned area, which is useful for us to calculate large order processing fees above 5,000 square feet. I'll explain more how this calculation works later on. Below will be your previewing panel when your order is already delivered. So you'll be able to view your floor plan in different formats depending on the add-ons that you have. But the free version will give you access to the floor plan both with and without dimensions as well. And you can always click on the image to expand the view. If you do choose the GLA floor plan, that will be available under the GLA floor plan tab. And then all 3D products will be housed under the 3D product tab. From here, you can also choose to purchase additional add-ons for both the 2D or the 3D. You'll have an order more icon here at the top. From there, you just select the order that you would like, select purchase, and then your 3D orders will take up to 48 hours to process unless they are above 5,000 square feet. It takes just a little bit more time if it's a large property. And then if you do want to purchase the fixed furniture or GLA, fixed furniture will take 24 hours, mostly less, and then GLA just takes a few minutes for the screen to load. And then below will be all your downloading options. So if you need to upload this floor plan into your MLS, or if you need to include this within the appraisal report, here's where you will download the formats that you need in order to attach them. The free version will give you access to all the versions that you see here on the left-hand side. So you'll again have access to it with and without dimensions, and you'll also have access to PDF printouts as well. And then the GLA and 3D products will be available for you if they are purchased as well. Now, if you ever need to make any changes or adjustments to your floor plan, you will be able to do that under the Actions tab, and we have two methods that you can go about making adjustments. The first one I'll cover is our Quick Edit tool. So once you click this feature, you'll be redirected to a new tab, which will give you our Quick Edit tool. Now, as the name implies, it is a quick, fast way for you to make changes to your floor plan yourself. And it typically just takes 3 to 5 minutes for those changes to update for you once they are complete. I won't be able to cover everything that can be done with this tool because it's quite a lot, but I can cover some of the key things that our customers like to do the most. So for instance, if you click on a label, you can drag it around with your mouse and reposition it wherever you would like. You can also choose to rotate it in whatever direction as well. Here, you'll also have a black box that will appear at the top corner. From here, you can choose to change the label name to anything that you would like. So maybe I want to change this to just room. If you do want to have the gross internal area or GLA, you can also choose which rooms will be included or excluded from the total calculations. If you have the fixed furniture, you can even choose to select and move around the fixtures within your floor plan, or even add new fixtures as well. And we do have a feature that allows you to add text anywhere within your floor plan as well. As I mentioned, I won't be able to cover everything else. There's quite a few other things that you can do here as well. But I highly recommend going to our support article, which is available under your account under the support tab. You'll be redirected to our knowledge article base where you'll be able to search anything you want for within CubiCasa. We do have an article that highlights our Quick Edit tool, how to access it, and then step-by-step instructions on anything that can be done with this tool. So if you are someone that wants to go a little bit more in depth and using this tool for yourself, feel free to use this article to guide you and help you make any changes that you want within the floor plan. But once you are done, all you have to do is click this floppy disk at the top. You will have a pop-up asking if you want to save the model. You'll select OK. Once you're done, you can simply exit out of this tab. Your screen will load for just a few minutes and your edits will be made. Now, the other option we have available when you need adjustments is our change request function. And with the change request, you can make adjustments to both the 2D and the 3D product through our team. So highly useful if you need more complex changes, not accessible through the Quick Edit tool, or if you simply just don't have the time to use a Quick Edit tool and you would like our team's assistance, this is the option for you. So for the 2D changes, we do include common issues that you can look through first. And then under the New Request tab, you can simply describe to us the changes that you need us to make on the floor plan. There's even an option for you to upload additional reference files, which is very useful for us in case there's maybe like a missing garage that wasn't scanned that needs to now be added. Since we can't reference the video, this will be very helpful for us to then use to make that change for you. And then once you submit your 2D change request, it typically just takes a few hours for our team to process and redeliver it back to you. Now for the 3D products, we do have a list of changes we can and can't support for the floor plan and 3D video. If it is a change that we can adjust, maybe you would like us to adjust the furniture style of your 3D floor plan or 3D video, simply just describe what it needs to be adjusted or what kind of furniture you would like to change. You can even upload reference files here as well if you would like us to use a particular design style you have in mind. Once you send your change request, it typically takes about 12 hours for us to process. We do try to get them back sooner if we can, just depends on the nature of the request as well. And for both cases, you will receive an email notification letting you know once that change request has been completed for your order. So that is pretty much it when it comes to navigating an order page. Next, I do want to cover a pretty large tab within your account, which is your settings. And if you are someone with us that had a CubiCasa account prior to us joining with your MLS, you do have the option still to add in your MLS discount. And you will do that under your MLS membership tab. Now, if you don't have this tab appear for you on your web account, it probably means you have the wrong customer type selected. So just make sure you have either agent or appraiser selected as your customer type. Hit save, refresh the page, and this MLS membership tab should appear for you. From there, all you have to do is just write in your MLS ID, your MLS name, your MLS login ID, select verify account, add membership, and your discount should appear for you on your account. The next tab is your billing. So here at the top, you'll have access to view your current monthly bill. And then below will be the availability for you to add a payment method. We do require a payment method to be added after your first completely free trial with us. And the reason is after that, we do need to verify where you're located through your credit card, since we do have different pricing depending on different locations. And also we use it as kind of a placeholder. So similar to how you would add your credit card in a hotel for accidentals. We use your card in case you want to add add-ons later on in your process, or if you ever have a large order processing fee, we want to make sure that you would still get that order delivered, and also that we would be able to have the resources we need to process those more complex scans for you. But if you never choose add-ons and you never choose to have to scan a large order, there will never be any charges to the account, and there won't be any hidden or monthly fees or anything like that within your account. And then below that will be your billing history. So here you can choose to view a detailed view for your invoice by clicking view report. And then under invoice detail, you'll be able to see a price breakdown of every add-on selected per order. Lastly, I do want to cover our styling tab. So here's where you'll be able to really customize and adjust your floor plans according to your preferences. And if you are someone that's new with us today, you can simply get started by selecting Create New. From here, you can go through all our different styling options we have available for you, such as adjusting the language of your floor plans, changing how the decimals or the areas display. You can choose to have the dimensions or even the square footage per room if you'd prefer. You can add your logo, and then you can even adjust the colors based on the room labels. We do have default styles that we have already made. One of our very popular ones is earth tones. And if you click on the colors, you can adjust them to whatever you would like, depending on the particular label. You can even adjust the text style and font as well. Then we do have a disclaimer text that mentions that our measurements are calculated by our CubiCasa technology, deemed highly reliable but not guaranteed. You can choose to leave this feature as is, or if you want to completely remove this disclaimer, Just add a couple of spaces and click out, so that way it will be completely removed. You can even add your own disclaimer text if you're more comfortable with that option. And I do want to cover lastly our different measurement methods that we will include at the bottom of each listing floor plan. So the free version comes with the total scanned area and the gross internal area. The gross internal area is everything that is finished within the property, kind of wall-to-wall space, and it does not include exterior wall measurements, and it excludes outside spaces or even unfinished spaces. The total scanned area is separate from that, and it is just one square footage number of everything that is included in the scan. So not just the property, but even outdoor spaces as well. And we use that specifically for our large order processing fees. And then if you are an appraiser with us today and you need the exterior dimensions and you need an ANCI compliant measurement, then the GLA option will be your best bet. This will include not just the GLA on the listing floor plan, but also our appraiser specific floor plan as well. And if you don't want any measurements for your floor plans, that's not a problem. You can just unselect this feature here. Once you are done going through all your styling options, you can select Save as New, and your template will be created for you here. You can have as many templates as you'd like, and you can select which one will be your default template for all future orders that you create with the app. I do want to mention that if you create or update a style, it won't automatically update all your other orders that have already been delivered. If you do want to update a past order style, you can simply just go to the order page again. And then under the Actions tab, you can select to use another style. Select the new style that you'd like to apply, hit Change Style. Let your screen load for about 3 to 5 minutes. After that, you can refresh, and your new style should appear for you on the floor plan. So that's pretty much it when it comes to navigating at a high level view of what is accessible within your CubiCasa accounts. I do want to mention that you'll probably notice this little chat bubble following you around the screen wherever you go. This is where you'll be able to contact and chat with our customer support team. And I highly recommend doing so if you ever have any questions or if you ever need any assistance with your account or with an order. We'd be more than happy to help you and help answer any questions that you might have. So that is all I have for now. Chris, I will pass it back to you in case we got any questions.
Thanks, Daniela. Well, we'll go ahead and get everything wrapped up. I don't see any other questions in the Q&A, so I'm going to pull the screen back up one more time to give you the opportunity to scan the QR codes. If you haven't had a chance to do so already, you can either sign up for a free account with a QR code on the left, and you can connect with our preferred photographers with the QR code on the right. So you got 2 quick and easy options: either do it yourself with a 5 to 10 minute CubiCasa scan, or get a floor plan and other great photography services from our local real estate photographers. All right, well, I don't see any other questions in the Q&A. If you have any final questions, feel free to drop them in now. We hope you enjoyed the webinar. If you ever have any questions in the future, you're welcome to reach out to us through the mlshelp@cubicasa.com email, or you can use our live chat widget, and we'll be glad to give you some help. So we enjoyed having you here today, and we're excited to continue partnering with you on this mission of getting floor plans on every listing.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.